Hi guys. So the next thing that I have to do for the BSA engine is fixing up the shroud here. It's in fairly good nick. There's a bit of rust and stuff around the top, but that will clean up okay. The main problem I have is this plate here. These two holes are actually holes for the engine head bolts to go through. So this is how it's sort of held on at the top, and then you've got these two little screws at the bottom to secure it to the bottom of the engine block. The way it's made is this and this piece here are all one bit, and they're welded on the insides, sort of there and there. But what's happened is this bit here has split, if you can see that movement there, and there's the start of a split forming there. There's this kind of a structural piece to the whole engine shroud. I need to get that fixed up. So as you can see, there's some holes here. When I originally got the engine, there was like a little aluminium right angle bracket that had been bolted onto there to hold it together, but as I wanted to do a sort of proper restoration job on this, I think I'll get this all properly fixed up. So I've borrowed a welder off a guy at work, so I'm going to get these brazed up and fix like that. Hopefully I'll be able to get these holes filled in properly, and then I'll be onto repainting it. Okay, so I've finished brazing up the fixes here. I'm quite happy with that one there. You can see it's come up quite nicely, it's quite neat. That was the second one I did. The first one, yeah, not so pleased with that one. It just looks like gold chewing gum or something, but it's at least filled in all the gaps and the cracks, so I just need to grind it down now, and that should be ready for primer and repaint. Okay, so I've finished grinding down the brazed joints. Careful, as I use a Dremel for some of the little bits to get into the corners and stuff, but came up alright. There's a bit of a gap there, but I've got some sort of JB Weld type stuff that I'm going to fill in some gaps with, and should be okay. Okay, so I'm a few stages ahead now. As you can see, it's been sanded down, degreased, and painted with primer. It's come out very nicely, actually. I'll show you the area in question. Came out quite nice. Had to do a little bit of filler work there because I'd just burnt through a bit of a hole there, so that filled up okay. It's got a little bit of a dip there, but it'll be fine. One thing I did realise was that from watching one of Make Do Men's videos on his BSA engine, there was a little hole just on the top of that plate there that was being used for the bracket to hold that piece together when I got this engine. But looking at his engines that are in better condition, it's actually a hole that the high tension lead comes up. It comes up from the inside there, from the ignition stuff down there, and it comes up out of there through to the top of the engine. So I'm going to have to re-drill that hole and then yeah, touch up the primer, and it'll be good to paint. Okay, so I've got the final coat of red on now. It's come out very nicely, actually. It was a little bit difficult, it went quite runny at times, but came out good. So you can see there's the hole that I was talking about before for the HT lead. Something I haven't mentioned in any of the other videos, if you can see on the thread here, at some point someone must have dropped something on the top of the fuel tank here because it's buckled the thread a bit, but there's enough sort of good stuff at the top that the cap can just about stay on securely, so it's all fine. The paint I used was Halford's BMW Bright Red. I think it was about 10 quid for that, so not too bad. It's the closest colour I could find to pictures of this engine that I found on the internet. It's looking pretty good. The engine didn't come with a decal when I first got it, so either it didn't have one in the first place or it's been repainted since it was bought. But hopefully I'll be getting a replacement sticker for that soon, to match the original decal, which will really finish it off nice. So I wanted to do a sort of good restoration on this one. So yeah, and then once this paint's sort of toughened up overnight, hopefully I'll be getting the engine reassembled, and then a video of it running shouldn't be too far away. So please subscribe, and you can see that video hopefully soon. And give it a like and all that sort of thing. So thanks for watching. Cheers.